Federal pensioners under the Contributory Pension Scheme have written to Finance Minister Nwaiwu on the need for the government to release the accrued gratuities owed pensioners from March 2023 to November 2024. Now, the pensioners say that despite promises, their pensions remain unpaid. They are demanding the immediate release of the outstanding 21 months of accrued rights to retired public workers. And they are also seeking payment of unpaid pension increments, including a 15% increase in 2007, a 33% increase in 2010, and a 20 to 28% increase in 2024.
Well, let's bring in the national chairman of the Nigeria Union of Pensioners Contributory Pension Scheme Sector, Sylvia Nwaiwu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I hope I didn't not murder your name.
No, you
Thank you.
tried.
Great. I recall that 2 weeks ago, you led a protest to the Ministry of Finance and insisting to see the Minister of Finance, and he did see you, and you had a conversation. He promised to start payments and said that the government was going to pay by the end of this year. Now you have written another letter to the government. Is it that you are not confident with what Mr. Nwaiwu, the Minister of Finance, had told you? And why did he say government has refused to pay you? Why is government refusing to pay you? And what were the excuses given by Mr. Edun?
Okay. To start with, the letter we have written is to appreciate the Honorable Minister Nwaiwu, and also to remind him of his promises.
Okay.
Because he has promised that funds will be released the following week, which was around 18th of the month. But up to the day we wrote the letter, the account meant for this very payment had not been credited. So it's as good as not being released. We are not doubting him, because we have seen in him a very godly and gentle Nigerian. So, but as we speak, even the 6 months that he has promised to release, the account have been credited. So, which is a very good development, meaning that he's walking his talks.
Okay,
yeah,
so something is happening, just not all the promises have been kept. So is the union still going to follow through with the deadline that you've given? I know there's a December 16 deadline that you've given to the government, warning that pensioners will occupy the Ministry of Finance again. How confident are you that this sort of ultimatum will then compel the government to act in entirety to all those promises that were made? And also, what's your response to critics that are saying that, look, these sort of protests could disrupt public services?
We are not interested in the protests. First and foremost, we are senior citizens. At least we should understand much better and seek for ways to even assist the government to succeed. But at the same time, it's our constitutional right. And we have found this thing to be deliberate neglect by the government. Okay? And for that reason, we have announced before the government, if we are not paid between now and 16th of December, we are taking over the premises of Federal Ministry of Finance and Accountant General's office and turn that to our homes. We don't care if they will lock us out. We will be on the street until government is ready to listen to us or to attend to our demands.
I mean, yes, so it's your constitutional right, and it's very important. And I think maybe, just correct me if I'm wrong, but December 16th is significant because that's just before the holidays, and so this is a time where people actually need money. And we've had so many heartbreaking stories of pensioners that are struggling to afford basic necessities, people who had worked for the government for 35 years, for so many years. How does the union sort of address this emotional and financial toll that this is taking on its members? How does that work?
We don't have any other way to address it than to cry out to government the way we are doing. And we have already seen signs that government, especially this present government under President Tinubu, is kind of workers friendly and the retirees friendly too. Just within the few months of he's been in the office, we have seen one or two things he has done, up to the latest minimum wage of 70,000 per leased worker, translating to 32,000 naira per month for retirees. But what we are saying, government is not even owing pensioners, except those of us under contributory pension scheme sector. It's not as if we have no right to this. Government knows we have the right, but deliberately they have been, neglecting those under contributory pension. And the more annoying is the fact that this thing is always featuring in the budget of the nation almost every year. But there's no release of funds. The reason being that the budget meant for CPS retirees is captured under what they call service-wide vote. And any item captured under service-wide vote is at the discretion of the Accountant General of the Federation. But other retirees, whether the military, the DSS, those under PITAJ, theirs fall under government general warrant. Okay. And that's why they are easily getting their own without any disturbance. And from January 2024, government had not done anything. So looking at 16th as if is too short a time, it's not short. Because this is what they would have done since January to this time.
Well, it's baffling that we're even having this conversation in the first place. Can you paint a picture for us as to how many people are affected by this non-payment of the gratuity that you're asking for that has piled up? If you can paint a picture of it or give us a number. But then you also are calling for a state of emergency to be declared in the contributory pension scheme. This suggests a systemic issue in the sector. So what kind of issues are in that system that you're talking about? Because when you say state of emergency, that's serious. What are the issues there?
As we speak, let me start from there. Government liability in the CPS sector is going to about ₦1 trillion. And the budget for the payment of CPS retirees in the 2024 budget is just about 88 billion. So you can see why we are calling for state of emergency. They need to source for funds. And there's a committee that has already sat, government committee, chaired by the immediate past head of civil service of the Federation, that has made a recommendation that government can float bonds. And most of them were members of that very committee, including the Honorable Minister of Finance was a member. The DG Debt Management Office was the Accountant General. So they know all this. We are saying that because it is a way government can, explore to, offset all the liabilities in the contributory pension sector. And as you have asked, from 2007 till now, when retirees started emerging under the CPS, I believe we don't have less than 25,000.
25,000.
Yes, I'm just saying that, but it could be more.
Estimated.
Yes. You understand?
Okay, we keep an eye on this conversation, and we really do hope that reason prevails in all of this. Good. And the monies are paid. We thank you so much for being on the news tonight.
It is my pleasure.
And we'll follow the story. Thank you so much.